Welcome back to the Moto Gumption YouTube channel, guys, and I want to say thank you for joining. If you guys don't know me, name's Barrientos, and for today what we're going to be doing is getting the engine back in its proper orientation to the frame, getting all the stuff buttoned up that I took off to do all the head work, and seeing what other kind of stuff we can get ourselves into. All right, stay tuned. Alright, so first on the list, we're going to go ahead and get all this crud that's accumulated over the time just sitting while I do work on the bike. So we're going to clean this off. Also, there's plenty of dust and grime on here, so we're going to go ahead and clean this up. We're going to torque down the cam sprocket bolts over there, as well as put everything just back together. If you guys see my pooch, he'll be running around the garage today. He got a little bored just chilling in the house by himself. Ain't that right, Loki? Ah, thank you for nodding yes. Anyways, so from here, let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned. Alright, so that's all cleaned up. We're going to go ahead and take off this dial indicator setup, and then we're going to go ahead and quickly check the valve clearance, because I actually did not check it after I got those cams in and agreed. So hopefully that's top notch, because if not, that'd suck. Okay, not too bad. We had 3 intake valves that were a tad bit tight, but still within spec, and we had 1 exhaust valve that was on a bit of the high end side, but it was still 5/10 in tolerance, and honestly, there's not much of a tolerance for the exhaust side. 8 thousandths 3/10 to 9 thousandths 8/10, so realistically, it was 9 thousandths 3/10 with a little bit of play. Give or take a few thousandths, or tenths of a thousandths. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward from here. Okay, so I'm going to be rotating the sprockets and removing the bolts one at a time, okay? And then I'm going to put some Loctite on them and call it good. If you're curious on what I'm going to be using, it is Loctite 242. All right. So here we go. Plug up the little leaking area. I'm getting tired of cleaning it up. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to our enormous parts rack that I can't really reach. So where is it? It's gonna have to be over there somewhere. And this is what I'm talking about right here, this part. So let's go ahead and plug her up. Okay, well, I guess it would help if I move the degree wheel. So let's go ahead and remove this. And there we go. With all of its freaking washers. It's insane what it takes, but hey, you know what? I've seen worse setups. All right, so now that we got this off, we will have to re-torque these two, because I did use them both for wires on getting some stuff situated. So I gotta watch it, these things are freaking sharp. All right, we're gonna pull these out, these nasty rags, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in that new tube. The new tube, special made at TTS for this particular swap, so I'm gonna go ahead and put, or supercharger setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in some new O-rings. Like so. Not too bad for one hand. Go ahead and take these out. All right, now I just got to find the old part because I'm pretty sure it has the bolts connected to it. All right, there we go. Now what I need to do is go ahead and find the bolts, but I'm gonna worry about that later. The main thing was just getting this all cleaned up so I can stop cleaning up oil off the ground. So that's nice. All right, I'm gonna take these off and we're gonna keep going. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw this guy on. It's clean, it's tidy, and it's ready to go ahead and get back on that head and seal things up. I'm tired of having to worry about dust and debris getting in there. So let's get that going, guys. Trying to get progress done today. I'm actually trying to get a lot done this week. We shall see. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, we're good. Heck yeah, brother. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get these bolts in, which we got 2, 4, 6 for the cover bolts, and we're gonna go ahead and get those done and put them in. Ah, yes, let's not forget these little seals here that go in first. Bloop, bloop, to the bolts. Again, time to torque stuff. So, 8.7 foot-pounds, which is 113 inch-pounds, if I remember correctly. All right. All right, sweet. Success. Anyway, so let's keep on going. I like this movement. I like the amount of progress we're making right now. So the next thing is we're gonna go ahead and try to pivot the engine back in. Now, there is a slight difference now because the head is shifted upwards. One of the mounting points is on the head. So since it's on the head, it's shifted this way. So the whole alignment's not gonna be quite right. I made it work on mine. It was a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna do my best. Here she is now, and hopefully she'll be back in her position here in a few. All right, if it's not super boring, then I'm gonna go ahead and film it. Would you look at that? Almost in, almost lined up. I do have to shift it a tad bit, so hopefully this movement will let me line the bolts up with these threads, and yeah, it's close. Let's see if that does it. Let's see. Not quite. Really close, just not quite. So, I do have this mounting bolt in. We're gonna go ahead and lower it a little bit. That didn't do it. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Let's try that one. Would you freaking look at that? All right. Now, let me hope that the other side's in. I do have to put Loctite on these, so, and we are golden. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one at a time, put the Loctite on it, call it good. Don't you just love when things come together a lot easier than expected? That's what I like. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the ATV jack there for now. We're gonna go ahead and put Loctite on these bolts, thread them in all the way, and I will torque them to spec. Yeah, you guys are hearing a lot of that. At least you know I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Do it right or do it twice. Don't know why, but it is. Well, that's it. All right, 33 it is. All right, so let's keep the progress going. Now we're gonna get the intake boots, which are right up here. And actually, since we're down there. Let's go ahead and get the coils and throw those in as well. Those are right over here. Hey-o. Alright, let's make our way back to the park rack. Let's see. Nope. That feels about right. Make sure nothing drops. Ooh. Stay. Stay. R1 shock is going on. Sweet. All right. Where to start? Where to start? Taking off the old one. That's where. All right. And gosh dang it. Yeah. That took some meat off the old finger. One piece down. It's actually in great shape. Shows very little. It's just dusty. That's it. Sweet. This is actually a pretty quality piece, to be honest. Machined from a solid piece of aluminum. Machine looks good. They have broken edges, which is nice, so that way it's not sharp, no burrs. So right here is where the bolt will go through. On the inside, you can see like these little slots that are machined in. That's a pathway for the bushing that is inside of the shock to slide through right up in there. And then if you notice right here, just like a puzzle, so if you notice right here, this piece right here, if you recognize the shape, it matches that shape right here. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it right on in. And it's actually a pretty snug fit, to be honest. Sorry for the bad camera angle, and there we go. So it's gonna slide, make sure it's snug and all the way in. So, let me go on the other side. There, as you can see, you have the top bolt hole, which is the stock one, and you have the second one right here, which is where the R1 shock will actually mount to. So let me just go ahead and start reassembling this thing. Pretty easy modification, really. good in there. Looks really nice. Should we see? Should we see what it's gonna look like on the bike? Should we? Yes? No, yes, no, yes, no. All right, let's go take it over there. Just a queaky little peeky. Let's see here. Not too shabby. Looky here, guys. Looky here. All right. Well, there's your sneak peek. That's all I'm going to be doing today. Tomorrow I will be back in the garage working on this because I want to make more progress. And actually I'm at a point now where this is easy stuff, okay? I've never done porting, I've never done cam degreeing, so that's the kind of stuff that I was hesitant on. Past that now. So now we can actually get into the fun stuff, hopefully get this thing running really quick. And actually I got a surprise on who I'm gonna try to get this thing tuned. All right, so stay tuned for the next one. All right guys, I'll catch you guys later. Be safe, take it easy.